Hello, good afternoon, trader. Welcome back to my channel, Forex Black Box. Quick update. Yesterday I didn't do any video because obviously it's Monday, so if I do video for the weekend on Monday is overlapping. The same thing goes for Friday, so I've got only 3 days to do videos, and maybe I will be doing more video on price action. I spoke with a few people on Discord server. Don't forget to join Discord server, by the way. It's description, and yeah, we talk there. Sometime I can talk one to a few people if you want to have more information about price action or any of my trading strategies. So I'm looking at S&P 500 now. Today is the 18th of August 2020, and S&P 500 looks like it wanted to break a new high here. All-time highs is really just trying really hard to go up here. Right, just change the color. It's just trying to really break above here, but looks like we're gonna have a dip, quick dip here. Trump at the moment is speaking about coronavirus and all the stuff, and also keep in mind, coronavirus we kind of like dipped down. Now we're trying to come back up again. Looks like some cases start to increase in US, Europe. I'm not sure about China and everybody else, but there is some talk about coronavirus is keep climbing back up to another new record, whatever. I think it's yeah, it is climbing back up. Let's see. We close now to winter time in UK. I mean, we're August, September, probably October. Then after that, we'll get this cold back in, and that's the worry things about coronavirus. How it's gonna react in winter. It looks like in the summer, just maybe the cases is not that much, but I think in winter we're gonna see more of it, especially the people over 50s. They're not going to be strong enough to hold it, I guess. Anyway, we'll talk about that another day. But we'll talk about here now. The market looks like he's trying to break, but at the same time, there's no really real buyers to push the market up. So the only one is not really moving, S&P 500. However, Nasdaq it does move very well. I didn't do really S&P 500 today. However, I'm targeting Nasdaq here. It's close to the target itself. Talked about many times before, Fibonacci. So break out of here, a nicely up momentum. Let me just get this. We'll break here now, right? And if we take this line from this high to this high, you can see that we're trying to get inside here, and we're trying to get to this target, and probably retesting and continuation back up is going to be a good player. So it's close to really is hugging this trend line many times. We tested once and almost here above the 20 moving average is very good indication. Always keep in mind that 20 moving average is very good level to buy from, especially in S&P Nasdaq. Really Nasdaq every day is keep going up, so it's really that's considered a pullback. See that is getting smaller here. You see, we're close to the election as well. Just keep that in mind as well. We have another pullback here, a bigger one, another small one. This is a minor one here. This is always red, the candles and the wicks that are pullbacks. Keep in mind that keep trending up. This market is always trending up. So if you're new to future or Forex, I reckon that you trade Nasdaq. Look, it's always up since the beginning of the time. So of trading in 1999. It made almost 4 grand and 800, and the low it was 822. Now we talk about 11,000, 11,300 plus. So it's really good. And if you only do Nasdaq, you don't need anything else. So I reckon that you back in the history and study it how it do and all stuff and try to tune with it. Anyways, it's going up. I was long today. I didn't not short it. I was a little bit not sure. I did short. Sorry, I did long it, but I didn't want to short it because I wasn't sure whether or not it's going to come back up. Like we made all-time highs here, and a breakout, retesting. I was going to short it, but I was seeing this 5-minute candles keep building up here. As soon as we break out of here, I get long, and I exit some. and I break in at the breakout here. I get long again and I exit, and I get long again and I exit at the top here, and I call it a day. That's it. So from the down momentum all the way from the breakout here, I start to trade from here all the way around this level. That's it. That's about purely 60 minutes, maybe more or less. I did a few trades and that's it. I'll call it a day. So Nasdaq is still going, and I like it, and it's gonna keep going. There's nothing is gonna stop it until we touch that target. Probably gonna see some big pullback near the 20 moving average. Then we'll continue, and so on and so forth, retesting and keep going up. Okay. So it's a buying momentum. My bias was buying momentum. Okay. Also, I wanted to do the 4 hours. Someone asked me about the 4 hours. I will do that later, guys. I will do a video for how to trade 4 hours, how to trade 1 hour, and where to look. There always has to be more. Yeah, sorry, I'm just muting Trump. He's talking in the background. I'm muting him. Anyway, so this is a shorter trade. I like this one, at least around this level. So I'm short on gold. I know a few of you short as well. If you're hedging, some of you hedging, some of you, I don't know, individually trading gold alone. But I'm short for it because the reason of the breakout, the first retest of the breakout closing the gap is going to bounce down. And I'm looking to close my short near the 20 moving average. So when I come near the 20 moving average, I'll be exiting my short and I'll reassess. If you give me that pullback and continue down, then I'll be thinking it further down. But anyway, I'm looking for more momentum down, at least to this level. Right, so if I get this right, we went down first, pull back up, and down again. And if we hold here and we bounced, I'll be looking for a failure to continue down. Okay, let me get a problem tool. So I have one here, push 2. I'm looking for 3. Let's see if it's going to be respected or it's going to be a failure. You can go a little bit, come back up, give me that failure here, test and continue down. Of course, it's going to be something similar to this. It's not exactly, no one knows the features, but that's the price action, how it's behaving. So we'll try to test this now, and I think that is going to go down. Probably today is the last day of it. Come back here maybe and continue back down from here. There's going to be some momentum, like swings here, like 1 here, 1 here, 3. So that's the first one. That could be the first, the second. You can go straight away down. So can follow there. You can big momentum down, candle. After that, the up momentum and continue back down. Another big candle. Then up momentum down and another big candle down. That could be the case. So it could be something similar to this. Okay. Anyways, it's right at the right place to short it. I'm short already, and I was short here around this level. When they give me this momentum, it couldn't break higher, but however, will break higher. So I add my other 25% today here. Got 50% already in that trade. So I've got one trade here, right? So these two together, if you come here in the future, I'll be closing both, right? So that's cool. Managing your trading positions, okay? I will never ever enter my full position right here. In case it wants to go a little bit more, I will watch you see how strong or how weak it is. Then you come up here and start stall. Even went down and come back up again. Just the buyer basically wanted to exit their positions. If I go to 4 hour, you're gonna see it. There you go. So you see that bounce down, touch the 20 moving average, bounce back up, come near this high, and now stalled. Okay. So what I'm seeing here is gonna close, for example, red. This 4 hours, and the following 4 hours is gonna come back down more. Okay. So far we did the one push up, a second push up, and that's the third one. Third one is just break out of here, continue back up. The first test of the 50% looks like it's been rejected. Let's look for the second test down, okay? And yep. Silver, same stories. Even silver stalled a little bit here. You see that silver is like you're trying to catch up with gold. gold around here and silver around here. Just the pattern itself looks like, So this pattern is extended a little bit from a major move. So let's see if it's going to be a failure today. It's going to close below it and come back down. Then we will see that later on today. We cannot confirm yet. We booked out these highs. Let's see what happened tomorrow. It's going to come back down, stay here, bounce and retest, continue down, bounce, retest, continue down. It's going to be three waves, like one push. 1, 2, probably going to come back down again and do a 3, then continue down. Then at the same time, we're doing 1, 2, 3. Right, I'm looking at, sorry, Bitcoin, here we go. So Bitcoin popped up and come back down, just breakout. Let's see that, look at that breakout, guys. It went up on the day, yesterday, Monday, Tuesday. Okay, so what that telling you? That telling you the buyer tried to push it, the seller pushed it back. So let's see what's happening here. If we're going to continue this playing up, or we're going to stay here and continue down. Tested the failure. This is very good indication that can go really good down. Why this is better than this one? Because of this. Okay, this very nice trade can take you down better than this one. Because this one there's nothing here really to support it. It's empty. I know there's some in the back here, but it's too far. We're talking about now, right? There are two strategies, guys. One right now, where we are, what happened during these last few days, and what happened 200 days ago or 500 days ago. What's happening now is the price come up here, stalled a little bit, make a range, break out of the range. But guess what? If the range is successful, we should come back up here and continue back up. The follow-up will be continuation. But if the range is a failure, if the breakout is a failure, there is not enough buyer to push the sellers away, then the seller will take over and will probably come back down to the 20 moving average and will try to have another failure down here or continuation down. It's very familiar. Look, we're going up really quickly, standing like a tree, like up momentum. Sideways, a failure. We're looking for go inside the range and give you a small wave to short it from, and we'll continue down. So whoever go quickly will come back down quickly. Very much indeed, So keep your eyes on it. Oil is still the same, really. Haven't seen oil moving at all. It does move, but look at that. We just come back to the opening. If we go down to 1 hour, let me hide the pivot. Because the pivot, I don't know why they're doing this. I'll have to turn it on and off and on. Anyway, so today started from here, okay? This is day started. Come back up, down, up, down, up. So it looks like holding the pivot of today. Same goes here above the yesterday, but the day before we were below the pivot. The day before that we were like close to the pivot. So it really is not really trying to challenge any resistance or support. You see that is just, yeah, maybe here or here. Actually it did here, but set up below the pivot. So the pivot is the place where you started trading from. In my opinion, that pivot is always very interesting, like a magnet. Divert away from it, or you just come close to it. We come close to it and we bounced, come close to it, and we go up away from it, come close to it and we bounce off. So yeah, I don't see oil moving. Overall moved today from top to bottom 88 cents. So it was not much really. So I don't have any direction for oil at the moment. I think oil will stay here for a little bit longer until we see what's happening with coronavirus and where the markets will to go. We're already halfway through the month as well. So as I said before, there's no big player in the market because the market is very, very small. Momentum, there's no really much of momentum. So dollar index broke this level today. Talked about that many times before. I said that that's the range. We have a failure, we have a couple of failures here, up there, and they're coming down now. Probably small pullback to the breakout, and we will continue. That will give way to euro to keep going up momentum, give way to cable and Aussie. You be strong, and probably the S&P 500 it will spike up to all-time highs. It was going to create actually new time highs. Could have happen overnight, before we close today or overnight. No one knows. There's going to be a quiet time and liquidity will be dry, and big player will just to push the market up so they can get over it and they start trading, you know. And I think that's what they do normally. With low liquidity, the system realizes low liquidity, and what happens is a big chunk of money coming in, and they push the market really big. But it's not going to stay long. It's going to just bounce up and come back down straight away because it will be looking for more liquidity to like a magnet, you know. So far, guys, with the down momentum, we have a first pullback, sold off. A second pullback, we didn't really do a flag. That's also a little bit worrying for me because it didn't really do a flag. Okay, normally a flag indicating that seller starts exiting their positions, buyer starts to get in, and that's why the market will start to rotating back. But look what happened here. Hold the 2-moving average, and buyer starts to realize that is not going anywhere, and they start exiting their positions. A seller realizes as well this is a good opportunity to short because this was a nice pullback after a drop, right? So what happened is they started selling below the previous candle closing, and they probably leave the sub loss like or whatever 50-50, whatever how much they put. But the big player normally they leave their position really open wide. You see from here 1-to-1, and that's why the market normally move a measure move to measure move to measure move, because normally they put a good amount of money to push the market because they're looking to get 100% of what they're risking. Okay, 1-to-1. That's the big player. Here, well, I can tell you that it's just sideways, in and out, and after that, the seller just, you know what? Let me just take it over, and we'll continue down. Still, if that become a failure, like what happened here, probably will come back up again to this 20-moving average, and if we go halfway and come back down, even without breaking it, I'm telling you that it will continue down. But if we already break halfway of this range, come back up all the way to the 20-moving average, probably we'll do the opposite. We'll continue back up a little bit more. We're looking for a pullback around these levels. Okay. Euro keep going up. As I told you guys, there's good opportunities to buy because I think it's gonna keep going up. Last a few days is really trending up. There you go. Monday, Tuesday. Guess Wednesday is going to be up here. Then Thursday, Friday, pullback. We'll repeat. Okay. Euro still going, and I think 125 is not far. Still another 500 pips, 550 pips. But yeah, it can happen just before the month is over. So let's see how it go. How that go. My bias on to Euro is long. Pound as well. Cable. As you see that broke higher here nicely. A very firm candle. Very strong. I know a few of my friends already traded today long. It was a good trade, and it is breaking out. Basically, just we broke out of the range. We had a 1, 2, 3, and breakout. If that hold green today like that, that's successful breakout. Very firm, just like standing, you know, and holding the level very well. Pull back probably tomorrow, and we'll continue or overnight. So I'm looking for that to continue up. We already broke above this highs easily, and we're looking like we're going to go back all the way up to 135 first hand. Okay, so that from this level, even if you pull back and we'll start to break back higher, you buy from here, that's a good play. You buy above this today high, that is a good play. Your stop loss should be below there, 1-to-1. Even if you buy here, I mean, like, if you come back down and you're confident about it and you buy it on the way up, if you buy here, stop loss here, 1-to-1. 135 is going to be the next target. Because guess what? That was the previous high here. It's going to be a lot of reaction here. Also monitor dollar index, how it's doing, because if dollar index go down, then pound will increase up momentum. Also, we're looking at pound yen. Talked about this as well over the weekend. Looks like a failure comeback retesting. Let's see what's happening here, because yen is strong and pound is strong at the moment. So there's no really strong bias for me here now. We just keep going up a little bit. We keep leaving level, leave one level like continuation here, sideways, push up sideways. So it's a very, very slow mover. So you just, for me, I will leave it on the side for now. But if you wanna get involved, you have to keep monitoring the cable. If cable is going up, then we will see breakout continuation back up here. It is continue. I think we will very much will go 143 and 145 very much not far from now. Bow and Uzi, as I said, sideways. I'm really not really happy about it. It's still inside this box. Keep testing the low, the highs, testing the low, testing the highs, come back down, come back up. So it's like, it's not really ready. The reason being is bound is strong, Aussie is strong. Aussie is strong because the stock is keep going up, and bound is strong because the dollar is going down. So it's a little bit confusing because of what happened with coronavirus is things change. So if dollar is acting as a safe haven now, of course if the stock going down, dollar is becoming strong. When dollar becomes strong, then Aussie become weaker. Okay, so think about it. In that case, we're gonna see this momentum up. I'm gonna only long it if the stock is start to go down. But other than that, I'll stay out. We had a new low here. We try to hold it. We held it well, but guess what? Aussie is strong as well. To break higher, we have to see the stock Aussie getting weaker. In order stock Aussie to get weaker, the stock need to go down. At the moment, the stock is going up, so it doesn't make sense to buy. I know it's green day and everything, but it can come up here and bounce back down. Easy. Okay? I'm not in it, by the way. It's just to be aware. But New Zealand is weak because Aussie is strong, because also New Zealand is just a U-turn at the moment. We'll break out of here. Let's see that it's going to be give you pullback. We're getting away from the 20 moving average. Very strong bear. Be careful if you're on the wrong side. Do not hold the trade because it is going to burn you. Okay? If you decided to short or long, make sure that you have a risk. The risk has been monitored. Don't just hold on or lose and think that's going to go up. Okay, and market doesn't do what you think; it always do what he want. Okay. So that momentum down, hold, and give you a couple of failure here. Break out of this consolidation, and give you first pullback. Been brought. Let's see that second momentum up. How far it can go. So that's the first one. Hold here. The second one pushing looks weak. So I expect that ABC. I expect head and shoulder. A failure, head and shoulder, then we'll continue back up. If bound indeed want to go back up. I'm just to give you the future. We are halfway of the human pattern here. A shoulder and head. Let's see that's going to do that. Then we'll have a failure. A down here, a failure of going down, then come back up, ABC, and we'll buy it. Other than that, I don't think we're going to keep going with no proper pullback. Okay. Bound CAD. You see CAD is weak as well against bound. We'll push down ABC. Come here. If that's supposed to go down, we should have dropped down from yesterday. But it looks like we override. We engulfed a few days back there. Okay. So that's telling me a pullback nicely, but we could just tomorrow have a small pullback and continue back up. Yeah, maybe, but looks like a head and shoulder upside down. Let's see if oil move, CAD will move as well. Just keep that in mind as well. You have to tell a story about the market. Market is a story. It's really only story. Look, the stock is going down. Guess what? Keep follow up. The follow up is what else? What's happening from the stock going down? Aussie getting weaker, dollar getting stronger. Then guess what? Cable is getting weaker, euro is getting weaker. Then what happened to New Zealand? New Zealand getting weaker because New Zealand is following Aussie and all the stuff. You have to tell the story. You have to just picture what's happening in your mind, then take a trade accordingly. Okay. So oil is not moving, and that could be one of the reasons why CAD is weak. Also, we close the gap very quick. We have a V shape, probably one pullback and continue back up. What that give me? Head and shoulder. Okay, so I'm expecting that to come back down here tomorrow and we'll continue back up. So I will be looking for A, B, C. From the drop down here, probably going to see for A, B, C. Probably that's a level to exit your long position. If you want to enter here, that would be great. If you from that low come back down and continue back up, you buy here. your stop loss there. If you go down against you, then you know that you should exit here. But just in case, come back up and quickly come back up like that and continue down. Continue also, I mean the opposite. Okay, can come back down quickly and come back up, and that's why I would rather leave my stop a little bit further in volatility time. But if that's the head and shoulder situation, then I think that's going to continue up. Pound Swiss sideways as well. Break out of the range. There's still really no a good direction. There's a small channel trying to break out of it. Let's see if it's going to work out or not. We have a sideways here so many times. It's not going to go anywhere until we see some sort of breakout. Of course, it's going to be tested here as well. So yeah, guys, the sideways, I don't trade it, but it's not really looking good. Anyway, guys, thanks very much for being here. If you're new to the channel, subscribe and like and leave a comment, ask me questions, and join the Discord server. I'm going to do more on that Discord. I will supply some indicator, already supply some indicators. I did one, the pivot point, if you want it. It's inside the Discord server, okay? Join in, ask me a question. We can talk one-to-one if you want, okay? Thanks very much. I'll talk to you tomorrow. Take care. Bye.